Our planet is 5,000 years into the dark age of Kali Yuga, with 427,000 years to go, unless there's a divine intervention. It's a time, Kali Yuga is a time, when what is good is considered bad, and what is bad is considered good. Men started creating strange things in Kali Yuga, strange things that were never here before on Earth. Weapons, armies, police, prisons, hospitals, laws, lawyers, work, banks, money. None of these things were even thought of in the Golden Age. We didn't remember them from the previous age. Since Kali Yuga began, all of the essential ancient Vedic knowledge started to disappear. Meditation, which was once effortless, became something difficult, and this slowed down immediate results and slowed down progress toward getting enlightened as well. This chaos is intensifying as we get closer to the end of Kali Yuga. The word Ved actually means knowledge. It's the knowledge that emerges from the field of the Absolute. And that field of pure consciousness, pure knowledge that underlies and supports and constructs everything in the universe. That ancient knowledge was in every civilization on Earth long ago. As it shrank and disappeared, only one area remained on Earth, the foothills of the Himalayas in India, where the enlightened saints still lived, and they still live today. Far from the cities and people of the main body of India, they just meditated there in their caves. The subcontinent of India was protected by the ocean on the east and on the west, and the highest mountains in the world to the north, blocking off any intruders. The knowledge has been safe there. This is how nature works things out as the knowledge began to disappear long ago. This is where Maharishi came in. And the reason he came to Earth was to prepare us for the coming of Satyuga. Being prepared, we'll be able to use all of the Vedic knowledge that he revived while in Satyuga, when it has far greater power. The healing herbs that we use today will become a method by which we can reverse aging and develop physical immortality. That's waiting on us in Satyuga. As the earth entered a period of great danger, Maharishi came into the world and single-handedly revived all of the Vedic knowledge and gave it to everyone. This includes, most importantly of course, Raja Yoga, the yoga of kings, the meditation of kings, which we now call the Transcendental Meditation Technique. He also revived the advanced techniques known as the TM cities, including yogic flying. That's one of the cities. The Pundit tradition, which is the chanting of the Vedic sounds themselves, Ayurveda, which is Vedic medicine, Jyotish, which is Vedic astrology, and the original astrology, Sthapatya Veda, or Vedic architecture, buildings that elevate the consciousness of those who live in those buildings, and Yagya combined with Jyotish. Jyotish can tell you which planets need to be mollified so that we can avert the danger before it comes. And we do that with Yagya. All of this knowledge was disappearing until Maharishi came forth with it. And now it's in every bookstore and all over the internet. And there are experts in those fields even outside of India, even here in the United States. And many of them don't even do TM. This is how quickly this knowledge is spreading. Ayurveda, Vedic medicine, is now a household word. In ancient times, it included surgery in its list of applications. Now, it's mainly preventive medicine. Something MDs are not taught in medical school. They don't know much about prevention. There are different diets for different types of people, and different diets for different kinds of maladies. Just food now, not medicine. Ayurveda has herbal formulas called rasayana. It takes about 6 months to make a rasayana. It's not just a bunch of herbs someone cooked up, or, shredded and powdered and poured into a bowl. It takes time to make a rasayana. It's about 30 to 60 herbs heated and cooled and put through a complicated process to make the herbs more potent. But it has no side effects. When I was on a course in India, back in 1980, many of us got sick, and I caught the flu. In those days, if I caught the flu, I almost died every time I got it. I haven't had the flu in 20 years now. Maharishi had Vaidyas, that is, Ayurvedic doctors, had them come in, and one of them gave me 3 little black pills about the size of a peppercorn. I took them with meals, and the next day the flu was gone. There are many branches of Ayurveda. There is Panchakarma. Pancha means 5, so it's the 5 methods of cleansing toxins from the body, all done in residence over 30 days, although you can do a cleansing diet on a smaller scale at home. It's not as intensive. There's aromatherapy and even laser light therapy. Yes, there were laser lights back in ancient times. Then there's Jyotish, Vedic astrology. Jyotish means the light of God. Jyotish is done by, if you want to have it done through the TM movement, it's done through a group of Jyotishis who come from family traditions where their fathers are lifelong Jyotishis, and his father before him, and so forth, going back many generations. Jyotish can determine which yagya you might need, because the yagyas mollify the ill effects of the planets. Yagya is Vedic sounds chanted by a pundit in a ceremony using fruit, flowers, and other ingredients. and performed over many hours or many days. You can even have a perpetual yajna done. It never stops. It has the ability to ward off the karma that's returning to you if you're entering a difficult period in life. And it comes sometime in the future. As the Vedic saying goes, avert the danger that has not yet come. Yajna can also mend harmed planets in your birth chart that are responsible for any problems you've had since birth and will continue to have because of that birth configuration. Then there's Ayurveda. Ayurveda includes dinacharya, or daily routine, among other things. When to go to sleep, when to eat, daily massage with sesame oil and so forth. Shirodhara, dripping oil on the forehead. Using ghee to help the eyes. It includes pulse diagnosis to determine whether there are imbalances in the body, like too much dryness or too much heat, too much oiliness, those oily qualities, like being overweight, or in vata, where you don't have enough weight, you're very thin and dry, hair is dry, the skin is dry. Diet and herbs can correct this. These are processes to rid the body of toxins. Sthapatya Veda, or Vedic architecture, buildings that elevate the consciousness of those who live in those buildings, and more. All of this knowledge was disappearing until Maharishi came forth with it, and now it's in every bookstore and all over the internet. And there are experts in these fields even outside of India, even here in the United States. Ayurveda, Vedic medicine, is now a household word. In ancient times, it included surgery in its list of applications. Now it's mainly preventive medicine, something MDs are not taught in medical school. There are different diets and different kinds of people, and different diets for different kinds of maladies. It has herbal formulas called rasayana. It takes about 6 months to make a rasayana. It's about 30 to 60 herbs heated and cooled and put through a complicated process to make the herbs more potent, but it has no side effects. Sthapatya Veda, which is Vedic architecture, the materials used to build a house, the placement of the rooms, the direction of the front door, all have an effect on our consciousness, our health, our progress to evolution. All of the ancient pyramids and temples faced east exactly on the degree. If you can't get a Sthapatya Veda home, at least live in a place that has the front door facing east or north within only a few degrees. Living, that is, only within a few degrees from zero. Living in a building like this increases brainwave orderliness. All of these procedures enhance our evolution so that we can get greater results from our meditation and move quickly toward enlightenment more quickly. Maharishi's goal from the very beginning, when he left his cave, was to create a group of 150,000 pundits to recite the Ati Rudra Bhishek Yajna, the World Peace Yajna. This will create enough coherence in the world to make the coming Earth's phase transition much smoother and less chaotic. This is how Maharishi revived all of the Vedic knowledge single-handedly, so that we could all evolve much faster and refine our physiology to prepare us for the coming of Satyug. And when it comes, we'll all be experts in the Vedic knowledge, and especially experts in the TM cities, to allow us to experience a desire from the deepest level of our consciousness, that where it has greater power. And this will allow us to fulfill any desire instantly in Satyug. Maharishi has done many other monumental things that no other saint has ever done, and I'll cover more of them in the next video.